Hello there all, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm looking at the Mavic Air and I'm going to talk about signal issues specifically, and that is if you're getting very poor range from your Mavic Air when you shouldn't be, because there are some things you can do and check, and there's something I've spotted which might be causing some issues. And I'm also going to talk you through using the manual channels, because there's a few quirks around that as well, but that can really help improve things massively. So let's get on with it. Okay, so if you're having signal issues, the first thing to try is either update to the latest firmware or refresh your firmware via DJI Assistant 2 on your PC or Mac. The reason for this is I have noticed that it seems that some craft or remotes don't always take the update 100% via DJI Go. Specifically, I've seen this with a remote controller on the Mavic Air. So what I would suggest you do is download the latest version of Assistant 2. As of today, that's version 1.2.3, and then either update to the latest firmware or refresh the firmware on both the Mavic Air and the Mavic Air remote controller. Now, it's different when you do it on Assistant 2 than you do it on DJI Go. When you do it on Go, it does both the RC and the craft at the same time. But as I've said on Assistant 2, you have to do them separately. So you do one, then the other. But that is the first thing I would do if you are having signal issues. Okay, the next thing to try is selecting custom channels and selecting a clear channel from the available list. Now, the Mavic Air uses both 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi, and in custom you have the option to select which one of them you want. To do this, you simply go into the main menu, scroll down to the wireless option, and you can see at the top you've got Wi-Fi and custom and auto. You can see below that it says we are currently in 5.8 GHz, and below that is the spectrum screen that shows us the good channels, which are in green, the bad channels, which are in red, and the channel that we're actually on is the one in blue. As you can see, these are numbered from 1 to 157. The easiest way to look at this is all channels below 100 are in the 2.4 GHz band, and all channels above 100 are in the 5 GHz band. To use custom, you simply click on the custom button, and then when you scroll down a bit further, you have the option at the bottom to select the manual channel you want. So if I wanted to go over to channel 8, which looks a nice clear one, I would simply click on 8. It will say changes will take effect after the Wi-Fi has been reset, and then it will kick over, the Wi-Fi will kick in, and it will then switch over to channel 7 or 8 as I've clicked. The thing to be aware of with this, specifically with the Mavic Air, is you cannot do this in flight. The Wi-Fi will not allow you to switch band whilst the aircraft is armed. So if you are having trouble, I would suggest you land, drop it into custom, and then have a look on the band. As you can see here, we have a lot of really bad channels, and pick one which looks good whilst you're out in the field. So again, for this one, I'm going to go down and actually select 161, which is right on the other side. Click on that, give it a second for the Wi-Fi to reset, and then we will see that kick in a short amount of time as I've scrolled across to there. The total number of channels available is dependent on your region, because the Wi-Fi specification is different for each region, and depending on where your aircraft is located and it picks up the GPS location will depend on what Wi-Fi channels it gives you. So if you are having signal issues and you are finding the range on your Mavic Air isn't as good as it should be, as I mentioned earlier, first of all, do the software update or refresh specifically via DJI Assistant 2, and then secondly, if it continues, use the custom channel option. Obviously, range will be further in 2.4 GHz than it will in 5. However, if you are in an area where there is lots of traditional Wi-Fi, you will find the 2.4 GHz band a lot more congested than the 5. So switch over to any channel above 100, and that way then you'll get the best possible signal. That is it for this video. I hope it's been helpful. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will do another one again soon.